guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun salad recipe for you that I created last night. We had my parents over for dinner because it was Father's Day, and it just sort of came together based off of one thing, which is the fact that my mom brought over these organic beets that were like vacuum pack sealed in plastic, I guess. You just buy them already ready to eat, which is a nice shortcut because beets otherwise, you know, you have to roast and do all those things. So I just grabbed stuff from my fridge and it turned out really, really well. And I'm gonna make it for you right now. And just so you know, the dressing that I'm making is made mostly out of my favorite thing, peas. So these are organic frozen peas, and they've just been thawed in the refrigerator, which is how I like to keep them, just for salads and stuff for the boys' lunches and whatever. But they're one of my favorite ways to make a salad dressing that's really flavorful and a little sweet, but also low fat if you're keeping with a plant-based lifestyle and keeping your fat intake down, which is what we do. So it's delicious and yum, and it's gonna help you stay in flow with your health and be amazing. Okay, so I'm using two different kinds of greens in this recipe. One is cabbage, which, you know, it's not like the most popular thing to use in salads, but you definitely can. So I'm gonna mix chopped up green cabbage, which gives it a really nice crunchy texture, with arugula. So I used like half of this in the recipe last night, so I'll probably just use the other half again now. And when you're prepping your cabbage, just wash the outside of it really well. And then I tend to just pull off the outer couple leaves because they, you know, they've got like dirt on them. And if you've been in the grocery store shopping for them, people like touch them, or your Instacart shopper will probably have touched it if you're like me. So just get rid of a couple of the outer ones so it's more sanitary and all cleaned up for you. So I just sliced it horizontally and then in thirds this other way. But if you wanted to do longer strips for the cabbage, you could definitely do that. But I find that like smaller bites are better for salad so that you can get it all in your mouth. That's part of the stem. You don't want that. Okay, so I lied because this bowl isn't huge like the serving bowl I used last night, so I'll use half of the half. Half of the half, and then put that away. So the arugula that I buy is just organic, pre-washed in a bag. This is actually baby arugula, and yeah, triple wash is what the bag says, which is what I recommend buying your greens so that you don't have to wash them again. So salad in a bag. Okay, so I just have it layered right now, but go ahead and combine it, mix it together. Use your hands or use some salad tongs so that you get the nice variety here. And it's all blended, and you've got all these gorgeous colors already off the bat. One guy jumped out. Okay, so I'm gonna use one scallion and just pull off these parts if they are wilted, and then we'll chop off the end. This is a very large scallion, so I'm just gonna use one, and then I'm gonna use another one or part of another one in the pea dressing. I like to call it pea pesto, but it's not really pesto because there's no like nuts or oil or cheese, so it's just peas. Okay. Sometimes my scallions get stuck in little ribbons. Okay. Scallions are so nice for salads because they're not such a sharp flavor, and they're easy to chop and cut, so it's fast. Okay, then we have pumpkin seeds. So these are raw, sprouted, and organic, which is the best way to buy them. So you have lots of activation in them. So far, so good. Okay. Next, this is how I keep my vegan feta, you guys. This container fits it perfectly. So Violife, my go-to for all cheese that's not cheese. And it just comes in like real feta would in a little chunk. So I'll just use, in a block I guess it's called, I'll just use this much and then just use your hands to break it apart and sprinkle it through. This is like 1 serving size. This is my salad bowl that I make my lunches and dinners in. So you could probably use more feta than that, but that gets enough to cover the top anyways. Okay, and then we will go to the dressing. I have 1 date that's been soaking in just a little bit of water in here, and so it's soft now, so I'm actually gonna get rid of some of this water so that the dressing is a little thicker. And then my peas, and I'll use, I think, almost all of this. And then we have lemon. You could definitely do lime. Lemon or lime, and then for the herbs, you can do parsley or cilantro. So I actually like cilantro lime a whole lot, but I'm out of cilantro and I'm out of lime, so we're doing parsley lemon. But those are nice flavors too, so really bright. Just rinse off your parsley. You can put in the stems. As you can see, I'm using a lot because I like a lot of bright flavor. More cleansing for the liver. Okay, so almost there. We have 1 more scallion. And I'm just gonna do this much from the top. Throw it in, and then we'll go blend a few times. Okay, so I added the little bit more of the scallion that was left, and then I did end up adding a little more water, and it needed something, so I did about 1.5 tablespoons of organic pure maple syrup. So that way it got smoother. By the way, my last name doesn't start with P. This was a random present. And oh my gosh, it's such a good vegetable dip too, or a spread, but definitely one of my favorite green salad dressings. So this will be our dressing today. Okay, so I forgot the beets, my friends. So this is the beets that my mom just happened to bring over last night, and these are not organic, but don't worry, you won't die. But they're really convenient, so you can find them organic, just maybe not at the store. So they're already cooked and they're vacuum pack sealed. I do know that Costco sells these in a big box as well, like they're room temp, so you don't have to like put them all in your fridge. But if you're like super into beets, and these are really good beets for salad making, especially if you want to do something like goat cheese beet, but I just recommend using the vegan feta. Okay, this will make your hands very colorful, so beware, and your cutting board. So do all your other chopping before you do the beet. So these are the last addition, and then I will dress it and we'll show you the finished product. Also, last night I didn't make the actual pea dressing. I just put peas on the salad, and then I used a Primal Kitchen dressing that I had bought at the store. So you can always do that if you are in a little bit more of a rush. Just find 1 or 2 or 3 salad dressings that you actually like that have simple ingredients, and then keep them on hand. Kind of, maybe I like one that's like a vegan creamy option, and then like a Greek or a balsamic, just things that go with different flavors. And if you're interested in my like product picks and my product selections, like which salad dressings I buy, which pizza crust, cheeses. When I say cheese, you guys know I'm talking about dairy-free cheese. I hope you know. But I have a guide called the Swap It to Drop It guide, and it's a bunch of videos and photos of like literally every kind of food group and how you can buy it healthier in a plant-based way. So that's linked in my Instagram profile, and I can link it below if you want it. And it's also part of my Whole Foods grocery store tour. So there's always ways you can learn more about easy, healthy cooking and shopping. So here's our beets. I slice them into rounds and then into thirds from the top down. So this is going to be a little messy. Actually, I would recommend putting the beets in before the pumpkin seeds and the cheese, just for style purposes, but that's okay. All right, we'll just mix it around a little bit. And here we go. That's not the dressing. And here we are. I switched it to a different bowl because there's just a lot of greens. And then I added some more pepitas and vegan feta and some more beets on top. So it's really good, you guys, if you're looking for something just a little bit different for a plant-based dinner. I hope you love it. If you try this recipe, please make sure to tag me, put it up on your stories or on your Facebook. I love, love, love to see you guys eating more and more real food. It makes my heart so happy. And if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips and tricks for plant-based eating, cooking, and all things manifesting health. Bye.